Good morning. Good morning. Go to the link in the bio. Please take your time to see how you can support. Have the conversation about a candidate that wants to give legislative authority to citizens. Because one thing that we've got to really understand, this will end in unification. No matter what happens, there will be unification. Whether you are good or bad, you will unify behind either stance. The only question about unification is which side you're going to be on. If you are okay with individuals that you vote for, believing in them without hearing a plan, you'll unify behind that. Doesn't matter who it hurts. If you give that much trust to anyone to say that, hey, I know that they have my best interest in mind, they just can't tell me how, but I still believe in it and I'm still going to move forward with it, you're going to be unified behind that. And there will be people who will not be okay with that, who will also have unification. Do you understand that this will end in unification? If there are individuals who are making laws that are against you currently, that are hurting you currently, they have unified behind that. And they do not care how the outcome is. The only group of people that are asked to be divisive are non-political citizens. And I mean non-citizens that cannot vote. We are the only ones that are asked to be divisive. Everybody is trying to pull us in a divisive direction of unification. And I hope you understand that. Everyone is trying to pull us in a divisive area of unification. Unify behind me, not behind this. Not behind this, not behind this. Come and accept this. Come and accept this. The only thing that I am doing is asking people, hey, no matter what side you choose, unify under having a voice. That's it. Having a weighted voice. Legislative authority, direct democracy gives you that weighted voice no matter what side you choose. I am not trying to differentiate between who is good and who is bad. I'm trying to make sure both get equal representation at the table, because there is no way to figure that out. There have been plenty of people in our personal lives who have not been good people. Plenty. And for some reason, when you put on the political hat, you are given the good faith that you are going to do the right thing. And I do not believe in that. I would rather spread that representation amongst the population, especially at the state level, especially when the federal government is trying to push more things down to the state. Then I need to ensure that citizens, the ones who will feel the repercussions of the good or the bad unification, I need to ensure that citizens have the right, the leeway, the constitutional right to vote on every piece of legislation. So no matter what influences you, you will have a say-so. You will get that say-so. I will not break from this. And the only way that's going to happen is two ways. Number one, you go to that website, you download that petition, you find a way to your supervisor of elections office. Or number two, you remember my name when it's time to write it on the ballot. Because if you don't believe in you, then you definitely don't believe in me. And I know that for a fact. If you don't believe that you can speak for yourself, then there is no reason for me to advocate to have a place for you to speak. That's why it means so much to me. That's why I will not pay to put my name on the ballot. I will ask you as a citizen, do you want the ability to vote on what affects you? Not give it to someone else, not give it to a representative to do so for you. The representative's job should be to bring you the information. They can have their own stance. I could be completely for making every single person homeless. And you could say, I'm not for that, and have an actual vote on that. Do your best to convince me, because we're all trying to do our best to convince one another. I am running for candidate. I am a candidate for governor of Florida for the people. For the people. I definitely have a moral standpoint. I definitely have a value-based standpoint. I am definitely a believer in God, 100%. And I have done bad things before. This is why I would rather have citizens that understand that they have done good and bad, but have an opportunity to always make themselves better, to always strive for the best. But if we allow, and this is truly possible, if we were to put representatives in office that do not care about the population at all, they completely had a way to not be honest to the population. They get put in office and then they do everything to tear down our structure. There is nothing we can do about it except for hope that good people stand up against a tyrannical system. That's it. That's the only hope left. If that happens, let's put something in place to ensure that regardless of how good or bad a single individual is, you got 23 million people that would all have to be bad on the same day when it's time to vote for legislation. Because again, the estimated number of citizens in the state of Florida is roughly 23 million. I would rather put my faith in 23 million people not wanting to hurt each other at a single instant in time than give it to the 400 some odd individuals that are in office right now who do not have to answer to 23 million people. They only represent or are said to represent 23 million people. I told you, I'm 100% against House Bill 1205, which says that you are going to need to pay an absorbent amount of money to bring up an issue. But there are at least 30 people that disagree with me. That would mean that I would lose out on that 1 to 30 that disagree with me, that say, hey, if you don't have this amount of money, then your issue does not matter. But the problem is they're not saying that. They're simply saying that, oh, it matters, but only if you can pay this amount of money. I did a video saying it's accessible, but not convenient. It's accessible, but not convenient. This will bring a convenience to accessibility. This is why it's so important to me. This is why I get up in the morning. This is why I study. This is why I was just looking at what is, and they always use this E word, estimated. This is our estimated number on any given night. 31,000 people are homeless on any given night without shelter. Estimated. That means the number is more than likely higher. But somebody can argue for it to be lower, because as soon as you use the word estimate, you don't have to drop a fact, because there's no way to just narrow this down, because for all we know, someone just lost their home right now on this video. Someone opened up a bill, couldn't pay. Someone woke up to an eviction notice right this moment during this video, and until you get to the end, if you even got that far, support the candidate that is supporting you having a voice, not saying that they're going to do great things for you. This is giving you the ability to do great things for yourself. This is hoping that you will take the action to either remember my name if you cannot get to that supervisor of elections office, to remember, but I would like for you to do whatever it takes to get there. Do whatever it takes to get that petition down to that supervisor of elections office. Even if you can't, even if you don't take out the time to send the message that says, hey, I'm in this county and I turned in my petition. You better do something to help out yourself. And this is the biggest advocate for yourself that you could ever do, is give yourself direct democracy. You guys have a great day.